Today we're going to be looking at the 12 steps in the Bible. The general purpose today will be we will talk about biblical principles found in the 12 steps of Alcoholics Anonymous. Specific purpose today we'll learn that the 12 steps aren't as secular as most people believe. The thematic statement, most people believe it's either faith-based or 12-step treatment. Let's see. Would you be shocked to know that the debate over faith-based treatment and 12-step treatment is pointless? Establishing credibility. I've spent most of the past 16 years with a needle in my arm in and out of treatment facilities. This is my 11th treatment facility I've been in. Now I'm nearly 2 years clean and spiritual leader here at Life Recovery Center. Just give you a preview of what we'll be talking about in general is 12-step treatment is faith-based treatment. We will talk about 3 points. We will talk about how each step of Alcoholics Anonymous is biblically based. We will talk about the concept of making a doorknob your higher power. And we will also talk about how we're fighting the same battle. So there's no need to compete against each other. There isn't a difference between faith-based and 12-step treatment. Step 1, we're going to be looking at Psalms 38, 3 through 14, Proverbs 26:12. In step 2, we're going to look at 2 Corinthians 12:9 and in Philippians 2:13. Step 3, we're going to look at Galatians 5:24, Luke 9:23, and Romans 8:13. Step 4, we're going to look at Lamentations chapter 3, verse 40, and Proverbs chapter 4, 23 through 27. Step 5, we're going to look at Proverbs 28:13 and 1 John 1:9. Step 6, we're going to look at Galatians 5:1 and Ephesians 4:17 through 24. Step 7, we're going to look at 1 Peter 5:6 and 1 John 5:14. In step 8, we're going to be looking at Leviticus 6:1 through 7, 2 Samuel 12:1 through 14, and in step 9, Proverbs 14:9, Matthew 5:9. Step 10, we're going to look at Romans 12:2 through 3, and Philippians 2:12 and 13. Step 11, Philippians 4, verses 5 through 9, which is one of my favorites. And step 12, we're going to be looking at Matthew 28 and Mark 16. After we go through the steps, we're going to look at the chapter to the Atheists and Agnostics in the Big Book, where it talks about the doorknob being your higher power and also borrowing a higher power, so that we can eliminate those as far as going against faith-based. And for the third and final part of it, it's the same principles, fighting the same cause. We're going to look at step 1 versus the doorknob. We're going to our 1 step versus the doorknob and the main factors in scaring away non-believers, and an all-inclusive, out-of-love approach. In the second part, this third point, we're going to be looking at recovery for dummies. Pretty much 12 steps is just a breakdown in more step-by-step basis instead of just an approach of go and live life. And some people need that, living in steps versus being told just to live life. And that's what we're going to be looking at today.